I'm back in the Philippines and this time I came straight to my favorite island to try living here a little bit longer. In this video I will tell you why I think this is the best place to live in the Philippines and also everything you need to know about the visas and everything if you want to come here for short time, long time or even move here. And this video is sponsored by SafetyWing, the best travel medical insurance for nomads and travelers, but more on them later. It's my third time here in Siargao. It's definitely my favorite island in the Philippines and just the best place to live, and I will explain that shortly. But yeah, it's a remote, small island, and the best time to come here is actually a little bit different than the other parts of the Philippines. So the sunny season here is from April to September, and definitely recommend coming that time. I have friends living here long term and they say that the rainy season is quite tough here sometimes, and there's even typhoons. As you might know, a few years ago there was really bad one, so yeah. So who is Siargao for? I would say that if you enjoy like simple living, chill, really nice nature, like a small island vibes, but still a place that has a lot of nice restaurants and a lot of nice people to meet and hang out and kind of good nightlife and good community people around always you can hang out with, and also having just the best place to surf and do all kind of activities outside and day trips, and like there's so much to do in Siargao. It's definitely like a paradise when it comes to like just like the nature and what's around you. So I definitely, that's why I love this place so much, and also the people here. Like it's just the most like easy place to meet people and do things with people. It feels so good to swim. It's really a hot day and it feels like paradise. But yeah, it's definitely not for everybody here. It's still a small island with a lot of small island inconveniences and being really small place. But many of the problems have improved a lot from last year. Like Wi-Fi works way better here now. The mobile data works also much better, but it's still a little bit of a problem. So if you work online, it's maybe not the best place to be, but it's still manageable these days. And they also have many new roads, so it's way more comfortable to drive around. And also the ordering food situation is a little bit better than before. But yeah, it's small island. But yeah, next I will talk about how to come here, what are the best visa options, and also what are the best areas to stay here. And by the way, I'm in Siargao now, just this morning chilling and getting some drink because it's just so beautiful place to swim in the ocean, swim in the pool and just enjoy the amazing views. It's a super nice place. There's so many places like this in Siargao that you can actually, you don't need to stay here to enjoy this kind of place, but yeah. Of course, it would be nice to stay here, but I don't think many of us can afford that. But would be the dream. I came out to test a brand new restaurant here in Siargao. It's really nice. There's actually so many new restaurants coming all the time nowadays. The food is coming soon. But yeah, how to get here? There's no international airport in Siargao, so it's just domestic. So you need to fly to either Cebu or Manila. So you can check what are the cheaper options from wherever you are, and then there you can get domestic flight from Cebu Pacific or Philippines Airlines. And usually the domestic flights are quite cheap and there's many options, but yeah, you need to figure out how to get the timing right. For me, I arrived super late in the evening, so I needed to take a super early morning flight, like 4:50 or something, so it was a rough night at the airport. But yeah, one tip is also that you need to leave at least few hours between the flights, because both in Cebu and Manila there's a different terminal for domestic and international. Especially in Manila, it took quite a long time to get to the domestic terminal, so if you have just a little bit of time, it's kind of risky. And while you wait in Manila or Cebu, I recommend getting a SIM card and some cash at the airport. It's quite simple, and they have some good options. I got 172 gigabytes of data without any expiry date, so yeah, you can use that for quite long. And once you arrive in Siargao, you need to pay 20 pesos environmental fee, so I recommend getting some cash definitely, at least, so you can get all those payments done, and also for the ride from airport to your hotel you also need to pay with cash, and it's 300 peso for this kind of tourist van. So you can just get it from there when you arrive. Tell them it's shared, so you need to tell them where you're going and they put you to the right van. So it works pretty well. You can also ask your accommodation to order one for you if you want it that way. And of course, one important thing to remember to figure out before you move here or start your travels is to get a travel medical insurance. It's a must-have for many obvious reasons, and I have been using SafetyWing for years already before even getting sponsored by them. I couldn't recommend SafetyWing more. Everything just works so seamlessly, and it can be purchased while already traveling, and it's extremely flexible, just like a subscription. There is no cap on the duration of the travel. The coverage also includes personal liability, travel delays, lost luggage, evacuation, trip interruption, and more. They also have add-ons like electronic theft and action sports. And just recently, because of the feedback of the users, they changed their policy to have zero deductible, which is amazing. Previously, you needed to pay yearly deductible before your coverage kicked in. Now there's no need for that anymore, so the coverage starts immediately, so there's no need for any out-of-pocket cost. And honestly, I really love that they did that. Oh, the food just came. But yeah, click the first link in the description to join SafetyWing today and enjoy peace of mind during your travels around the world. But now it's time to talk about the visa options here. It's actually really good, but super spicy. The place is a little bit expensive, but I will later talk more about the prices also. But yeah, generally, it's not too bad here. Like, it's still Southeast Asia. It's pretty average price for everything here. But yeah, how the visa works is that when you arrive, you will get 30 days visa on arrival for free without doing anything, so that's super simple. And after that, when you are in Siargao, even here on the small island nowadays, they have an immigration office, which is really amazing. They didn't used to have that before, and now you can just extend there easily. It's here in General Luna, so it's super easy if you stay in this area, and probably you will, so yeah, that's really nice nowadays. And when I extended my visa, even now during the high season, there was no line at all. There was only like me and one or two other people in the office, so it's really nice compared to like Thailand, where you're like waiting for hours. So yeah, that's good. And also the visa option, I think in the Philippines, like, they're the best ever, like better than anywhere else in Southeast Asia. You can even stay here extending your visa on arrival for up to like 3 years, I think. And also like the extensions, how it goes, you can extend for like a month and the next time up to 6 months. I know a lot of people who stay here quite long, just extending. But one thing in Siargao is that the accommodation options are definitely not the best in the Philippines or in Southeast Asia. There's not so many options if you want something that is comfortable, good AC, good internet, everything that I personally value. It doesn't need to be something fancy, but something comfortable. There's just not so many options. This bungalow I found from Airbnb is over $800 for a month, which is quite expensive for what it is. It's definitely not very comfortable, but I will show you in the next video more of how it is exactly, because it's a good example of what kind of accommodations you can find in Siargao. So stay tuned, like this video if you're liking it so far, and subscribe to not miss the next videos. But if you're staying in Siargao long term, there's definitely more options from the Facebook groups. For example, my friends found pretty nice place, not the best location, not the nicest place ever, but a little bit bigger loft apartment with a kitchen and everything, and it was only $520 per month. But if you're staying here for just a few months, then it can be a little bit difficult to find something that is a good deal and comfortable and everything. But there's still many options, and if you have higher budget, there's many places like Siargao that is super nice. So there's definitely options for any budget, but this budget of mine, like $600 to $1,000 for something super comfortable with nice location, is quite hard to find. I came to watch sunset in one of my favorite spots. It's like a secret place. There's no one else here ever, so it's super relaxing, and that's what I love about Siargao. Like, there's always so many like different spots where there's no one there. It's super like cozy feeling anywhere here, and it's just like place where I can fully relax and I feel like my soul is happy. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I feel. And the best areas to stay is definitely, if you want to enjoy everything talked in this video, you should stay somewhere between General Luna and Cloud 9. That is the best area. There's also some like a little bit further areas, but then it's a little bit further away from everything. And generally, If you want to be in a more chill place, closer to the surf spots and closer to sunset spots, then you should stay closer to Cloud 9 or like in a Cloud 9 area. And if you want to be close to most of the restaurants and you want to be close to all the parties and bars and everything, then you should stay closer to General Luna, somewhere along the line of the tourism road is the name. And also the back road that is like going along with the tourism road but more inland. It's also a really good place to stay nowadays. It's more quiet usually, it's more peaceful, but it's still really close to everything. It's the distances are not super far here. And to rent a scooter, you just need to find one of the many scooter rentals around General Luna. And usually they ask for like 6,000 to 9,000 peso per month for like a normal, a small scooter. There's not so many good options for like bigger bikes here, but I see this year many people driving NMAXs also. So if you want to have a bigger bike, you can probably find it these days. But yes, Siargao definitely a great place to escape like a busy, stressful city life. So for that, it's perfect. And also, what I like about here is that people speak English, also the locals, and there's a lot of locals who live here long term, like also from other islands. In the next videos, I will show you more how everything is here now and the cost of living and everything. So subscribe to not miss anything. See you next week.